Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is Incredible Inverts and Other Animals. My name is Phil, and in this video we're going to be rehousing a pair of red fang wandering spiders. How will it go? Let's take a look. Okay, so here we go. We're doing a couple of setups for my pair of red fang wandering spiders. So first off, I'm going to do the male setup. So this is going to be in this small arboreal custom aquaria enclosure. So first off, just going in with some substrate. So this is just some basic kind of potting compost kind of thing, just cheap stuff that has nothing, no additives in it or anything. As used a lot with beetles and things and stuff, and it's perfectly fine for spiders as well. So I'm going to put in a nice bit of cork bark, so you've got something to cling to, something to hide behind. So a fake plant as well, again just to help create some cover for it. Bit of a skull ornament just for a bit of fun for me, really. There's also actually a little hide as well, so it can hide in it if it wants to. And then we're going to go in with some live moss as well. Now I don't expect this moss to do like hugely well in this sort of enclosure, because there's not necessarily going to be enough light for it. So I'm going to move the skull ornament so I can put some more moss in, and then we'll get the skull back in there as well. And I just think it looks that bit nicer with the moss in there. This is just a very, very simple setup because it is for the mature male red fang wandering spider that I got. And so I don't expect them really to be in this enclosure sort of long kind of thing. So here he is in the tub he came in. There he is. And as you can see, he is quite quick. And so a beautiful red fangs on him, or just right. Hence the common name. So I did pick this up as a pair from the spider shop. So at the London Invert Show, the Capital Invert Show. So and yeah, they're not to be underestimated. Let's put it that way. They are very, very quick species. If you're not used to the fast spiders, I wouldn't recommend these for people that don't know. But my plan is with this guy is to see if I can coax him into a sling pot to use as a bit of a catch cup. You know, I don't want to be opening this lid right off because, you know, he's scared. He's going to be running around, and obviously in here there's no cover within this tub. So what I ended up deciding to do was just lay the sling pot down in this tub. So I was trying to just get it over the top of him, wasn't going to work. So he's too quick for that. You know, he's scared. That's why he's sort of vaulting around while he's running around. I don't want to risk him coming out of this tub and making a run for it. Where I could easily lose him, or, you know, my reactions might not be quick enough, and, you know, worse than them. So I'm going to go in with the lid, you know, still on, but a little gap with my tweezers just to sort of coax and move him around sort of towards the pot. And this is what I want to do, is just kind of encourage him to go in it, basically. And that's, you know, going to be less stress for him, certainly less stress for me as well. And also safe for him as well, you know, too. That's the ultimate. I want these spiders to be safe, so I don't want any harm to come to them, sort of thing. So it's all a case of taking time, utilising tools well. So these are some feather pinch tweezers. So actually, these wouldn't hurt if you were to pinch, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. Anyway, I'm just using them just to touch his legs, and I'm just to kind of guide him to where I want him to go. And it is worth, as I say, guys, taking your time to do this. Don't rush it. And so that'd be one of the worst things you can do is rush it. You just want to get a connection down. So I managed to get him actually onto the substrate and just come around again. The label was sort of getting in the way a bit. So that did get a bit annoying because you couldn't quite see. So yeah, in hindsight, I should have just taken that label off. Because yeah, didn't need that on there. Because that would have been easier. But here is actually on the floor at the moment, so you can see I felt confident enough to open that one part of the lid up fully. It's gone into the sling pot, and I'm now going in, getting them contained. So there he is contained. So yeah, did go in, you know, didn't take too long, and yeah, he's contained, he's nice, and yeah, he's absolutely beautiful. So these are really, really pretty spiders, and the red really pops on them when you see that. You already see where they get that common name of red fang from. So let's get them in the enclosure. Now, what I'm going to do is nice and simply is just loosen the lid up of the sink pot, pop the pot in, and then take the lid off and leave it there. So that the pot can come out, later. It can come out later today, tomorrow, whenever. He can decide when to come out. This enclosure only has its only top opening and stuff. I don't want to cause any unnecessary bolting at all. This is perfectly safe. This is perfectly fine. He's successfully housed in here now. Sort of thing. That ain't going to get in the way. It's not obstructing him. So, and this is, as less stress as I can make for him, and that's what's important. So yeah, that's the male done. So onto the female's enclosure. Now she's going into this Exoterra Nano tool, and this one's going to be slightly different, but going in with the same base substrate. So for her and putting in a nice big layer. So yeah, she's getting quite a bit bigger enclosure than the male, but the male will hopefully be going in here with her to pair up once once I feel she's recouped from the sack that she did lay and that I got her with. So, and yeah, only time will tell whether that sack is viable or not. Hopefully, I'll have lots and lots of babies, but we'll see. So yeah, going in nice sloping it up as well towards the back. This just helps with the sense of depth within the enclosure, makes it feel that bit bigger as well. And stuff. It's a trick that a lot of terrarium builders use with various things. So once I feel I've got enough substrate in, I can then go in with some decoration items. So going in with a bit of spider wood. So run down, and then this one again, nice bit of cork bark as well, so she can hide behind that. But spider wood gives us, something different to climb over. And then this one I'm actually going to like plant, so I'm going to put this fern in. So actually I'll move the spider wood to get the fern in, because I'll perhaps put that kind of central, kind of middle within there, and it'd be cool if the fronds are coming kind of through the spider wood and stuff. So yeah, getting the fern in, and this instantly makes the enclosure look sort of 10 times nicer. So, so and then get the spider wood back in place. Somewhere that I feel looks nice, and again, just the ferns can kind of go round it and stuff. And even just that, that looks, it's nice and simple. Simple enclosure, but it still looks very nice. But we can do better. So we're going to go in with some nice sheep moss at the front as well, which will really make this enclosure pop a lot more. And this is a sheep moss that I got from MK Exotics. There's a discount code in the description for those guys through the website. So, but this is some really fantastic sheep moss that we got from MK. And the trays are packed full of it. So absolutely fantastic, and instantly again, just how much better this looks now we've added some moss. But I do want to perhaps put something in here that will add another colour, not just lots and lots of green. This is currently quite a green sort of heavy enclosure, so I am going to go in with a cutting. So I've got this little red cutting of it's not Vitania, but it's very similar. So, and this was I thought, well, red for red fang, that makes sense in my head. So gonna stick that again, kind of middle-ish, in there, but again just helps break up the green and puts another colour in there. Now this is the female, and you can see the egg sac on top of the lid at this time. She's now gone back to top of there, but she often leaves the sac. She's not with it all the time or anything. But I just don't want to stay in this tub. It's not really big enough for her to be in there full time or for a long time. So hopefully the sack will continue on and be sort of successful without her. I'm not sure on that one myself, but maybe again, perhaps if you do know, leave it down in the comments. But I know the males are we can pair her, and hope to get a good sack from pairing. So, well, this I'm just going to just gently open the lid so it's all loose, and then using the door of it, kind of gently just take the lid off slowly at times, so I'm not again not changing the air, the air pressure and stuff inside the tub drastically, and so really gently doing it. And unfortunately, because of the way I've done it, I can't necessarily leave the this tub in here. Although if I had to, I would. And so I want to go calm because do not want her running around. If she started bolting and running around, I could easily lose her, and I don't want that. And so it's always best, I say, to go gentle with the situations. And yeah, if it takes longer than they expect, it takes longer than they expect. And with her, I just want to kind of encourage her out a little bit. Now, of course, again, I could just leave this tub in here and she would hopefully then come out of her own accord. But for this one, I feel because she's in a larger, I'm not able to get her into a smaller thing. As I feel if they're in here, she'd perhaps just hide underneath the tub or anything. That wouldn't necessarily be great. So I do want to sort of explore a new enclosure. So here I'm just removing some bits actually from around her. She was kind of hunkered down, and I've got bits of bark and stuff around her and the huddle under, and so in the hope that I wouldn't see her. Very camouflage spiders, apart from that bright red. So I'm just going to gently remove those, I say, with the tweezers, and hoping that I'll encourage her to walk out the tub into the enclosure. So that's a hope. So here I'm just going to close the door a little bit more. So I think she's kind of at the edge of thinking about kind of coming out, but keeps turning around. So, but the important thing is again, no bolting. So it's all calm movements that she's doing. So I feel no risk of her making a run for it. But again, I don't want to be open to that risk. So you see here, she's just kind of at the edge of that tub, kind of coming out, but she kind of goes out and comes back in again. So kind of very quickly. So we need to sort of wait for her to come out and stay out, and then once she's sort of staying out of that tub, I can then remove the tub. And again, that she'll then be sort of successfully housed as well, which is pretty much there. She kind of moves in again, nice and calmly. So these guys in the tubs have certainly raced around a little bit and been incredibly fast. But especially this female getting into here, much slower. So there she is. She's out of the tub. You can really see that camouflage. Is like she's right next to the fern, or in between the fern and the me. But there we go. So now we can get the tub out without her charging, bolting, anything like that, and close the door. And she's just there where I've just pointed. So that's where she is. But again, you might not be able to see it because of how well her camouflage is, which is absolutely amazing. And I love camouflage animals like this. But here's a rucksack. We'll keep this going. If it's viable, we'll hopefully get lots and lots of things from it. Like Mantechi Paramount, here she is. Found her place behind the cork, behind the spiderweb actually. And again, you can see those red and those fangs. How stunning are they? Okay guys, so that was a rehouse of my pair of red fang wanderer spiders, and lovely and calm, which is what we want. So if that means get them in a little tube or whatever, and leaving that in their enclosure, that's fine. That's fine for me. It can come out nicely by itself when it feels ready. No stress, far less stress to the spider and stuff. Certainly didn't bolt anywhere, and that's what we want at the end of the day, which is far safer for our spiders as well. So yeah, and two different styles of enclosure: one that's live planted, one that's not. So And that's because the male's not going to live quite as long as the female. So that female came to me with an egg sac. So when I bought the pair, she already got a sac. I have no idea whether that's a viable sack or not. Time will tell. But I want to give her a little bit of time to recoup, and then I'll stick the male in with her to pair up, and then hopefully we'll definitely get a viable sack. Hopefully, but we'll see. If you follow me on things like Instagram, TikTok, and stuff, you'll probably you'll know when if that sack is viable. When I know, because I'll probably take photos and footage and put it up on those platforms. There's probably potentially shorts on here perhaps as well, but I don't know if I'll make a huge long video maybe. Or maybe who sees? We'll see. So, and next show I'll be going to attend is the mighty British Tarantula Society annual exhibition, the BTS. My favourite show of the year because it's my birthday show. I celebrate my birthday at the show. My birthday is actually the day before BTS, so we'll be in the Coventry area for drinks. So if you're in that area the night before and fancy some drinks and stuff, come and say hi. If you're going to the show, again, see me there. Do come and say hi. I'll be trading. I've got 2 tables there with Amy, and we'll have various inverts, dry goods, dry feeds, merch, crystals, all sorts of things on the table. So again, come and see our tables, and hopefully we'll have some things that take your fancy. So, but guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up, pop some comments down below. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, become channel members, become Patreons. If that interests you, there's a link to Patreon down in the description, or again, you can become a channel member just here on YouTube. In the description, there's also all sorts of various links, like my link for TikTok, Instagram, so you can follow me there. As well as affiliate link with Spy Shop, where you can do all your shopping with those guys through that link, and I get a little bit of commission and no extra cost to you guys. There's discount codes for MK Exotics, Handscapes. There's a link to my website, and there's now also a brand new affiliate link, which is for Wildlife Global Safaris. So if you're on the market for a wildlife tour holiday, so check those guys out through my link, and if you do book one of their holidays, one of their trips, I get a bit of commission again at no extra cost to you guys. And I've got some cool trips coming up there. I know that this year they're going to Arizona, so that's going to be amazing. And next year they've got a big one, which is Uganda, which sounds absolutely amazing, looks absolutely amazing. And hopefully one day I can get onto one of these trips as well and show you guys what it's like. But yeah, if you're in the market of that, check out that link, check out those guys too. Also, only look after you there. It's up and be absolutely amazing. So, but until next time, thank you for watching. Take care and keep rocking.